back to That Dad Guy. It's February 4th, 2024, and I've got a bunch of cards that I can rate. I've got 13 direct swaps I've to respond to. I'm also able to send 14 official post-crossing cards. I've been a little slack there. I used to always maximize and send out the maximum amount I could, but the last couple of weeks, I've been kind of just trying to budget down a little bit, so I've been sending 3 or 4. So that's what I'm going to do today. Of the 14 I can send, I'm going to send 4. That means we'll have 10 traveling and 10 slots still open. So next week, if I don't have as many cards reach their destination, then I can send more of them. So let me show you the cards that I've picked, and I'll read through the profile, see if you think they match all right. Then I'll show you the cards that I've picked for direct swaps that are going out. I've even started to fill some of those out, so I'm ahead of the game. I woke up this morning though. Before I tell you that, make sure you subscribe, like, leave positive comments, and share with other people if you enjoy it. Also, put the notification bell on. That way, if I schedule, say, my lives that I do on Saturday, you know exactly what time we're going to go live. All right. What I was about to tell you was that this morning when I got up, I went on Facebook, and our community kind of has a Facebook page, and one person said that their shed had been broken into last night. So I quickly got up, went downstairs, looked, and sure enough, someone had taken bolt cutters and cut off the lock on my shed outside. So I put on boots and a jacket, went outside, checked. Luckily, it doesn't look like anything was stolen. I guess people aren't interested in trying to drag a lawnmower out through the snow, or try to get the bicycles that I have that are pinned to the roof of my shed, trying to get those down without making a bunch of noise. But still a little bit of a hassle. So I went out to the hardware store. I bought a couple more locks. I had one lock on before, but this time I went a little bit more heavy duty and put 2 on, and much stronger locks too. At least it'll be a little bit more of a deterrent that it's going to take them a little bit longer to get into the shed if they want to. But yeah, that's all I guess I can do right now. Inconvenient for sure. And other people that have had things broken into and stolen, I feel for them in the neighborhood. But such is life when you live in the city, I guess. All right, let's get to some more happier news and get some postcards. All right, the first one I have is going out to Germany. Surprise, surprise. She says she loves selling seashores at... No, she doesn't love selling seashells at the seashore. But she loves handwriting letters and postcards. When she was a youth, she had lots of pen pals, but now only 2 are left because everyone else went to emails. But the other 2 still write letters. When she heard about postcrossing, she was happy that she could share her hobby with other people from around the world. She's looking forward to all postcards that she gets, but doesn't really want military ones or horror postcards. Her favorite are animals and penguins, especially from South Africa, and elephants. Her hobbies are reading Harry Potter, cooking, and sports. Loves typical tourist postcards. It would be great if you can show me where you live. I've got a colorful challenge for you for 2024. And these are the postcard themes. So rather than reading every month, I went to February. It says something in violet. So I went with this. I know I don't have polar bears that live in my area of Canada. They are in Canada, but not down as further south that I am. But there's some violet for her. So hopefully, one, she says she likes animals. Maybe she likes polar bears. And she's not going to get polar bears in Germany. So that is that one going out. The next card, and I'm very fortunate that all 4 cards that I picked are going to different countries. This one is going to Poland. First thing she says, do not send World Postcard Day postcards. And I suspect because it's at the top of her profile, it's that every year when World Postcard Day comes around, everyone sends you the exact same postcard for the most part, unless they make their own. So you've seen my polo cards. That's why I do that. One, it's kind of a promotion for my channel, of course, and showing off polo. But it's different. You're not getting the same card from 15 different people. You're getting a different one. So I get it there that she doesn't want World Postcard Day postcards. She says she doesn't like writing about herself, but she lives in her city center. She's become very uncomfortable recently. She dreams of buying a house high in the mountains, far away from the noise. I would love to receive postcards with landscapes and or architecture. Natural views appreciated the most. I would love to see your country without traveling. I prefer single view postcards on thick glossy background paper. I recently have fallen in love with the blue cats. Please, no religious quotations on front page. I'm autistic and have anthropophobia, which means no people or kids, please. I don't like self-made, self-printed cards, real postcards only. Well, I can accommodate. No kids, no people, single view, glossy, about where I live. This is the Bucktoosh Dunes in Bucktoosh, New Brunswick, and there you can see the boardwalk. It has been destroyed several times, you can see, because it's right on the Northumberland Strait. If you look across, you could see Prince Edward Island, and in wintertime, sometimes we get hurricane storms that come in, and they have wrecked this boardwalk. So it has been recreated many times, and it is a beautiful walkway. So I hope she'll find the serenity in that postcard. All right, my third official postcard is going to Finland. And she says she loves Postcrossing from the minute she's read about it. I love the idea of sharing quick notes with people around the world. I'd love to hear about you, your day, what's your favorite book, city, and why, what makes you happy, or anything you like to tell me. I just love all stories. I love traveling and meeting new people, concerts, theater, art, sports, reading, drinking tea or wine. Good conversation and being with my friends are just some of the things I like to do. And of course, I love writing and receiving postcards. I'm a big fan of figure skating, slalom, and biathlon. I like cards you choose to send me, but the following tips make me really, really happy, and I really like that people give you at least some idea what to send. Anything from my favorites is kind of my wish list. Pippi Longstocking, Sandman, Moomin, Blue Cats, cards of Alfon Mucha, Katerina Bubka, and Anna Savaliva. I don't know those cards. ABBA, Adele, Audrey Hepburn, Marilyn Monroe, Grace Kelly, Royal Families, Pinup Girls, Hilda, anything related to figure skating, biathlon, slalom, dance, or shoes, maxi cards, keep calm cards, birds and wild animals from your country, and fox and pandas. I would be very happy to receive birthday cards in April. I like to receive Christmas cards around Christmas time, and I like nice stamps too. No ad cards, handmade, and please cards from your country. All right. Once again, I think we can do that too. She said she likes birds. She wants birds from your country, my country, for example. So this is the great blue herring fishing on the salt marsh at the Bucktoosh Dunes. Now, I just showed you a postcard of the dunes itself. Well, there is lots of wildlife around that area too. And so one of them you can find is the great blue heron. All right, the last official one I have to send out is going to Italy. He doesn't give me as much information. He says he lives in a small town near Rome. If you want, you can write a sentence or a greeting in your language. I'm going to write in English. I have no preference for postcards. Every postcard is perfect, but if you want to make me really happy, I'd like to receive bike postcards or greetings from. I used to have a bike postcard. I think I've sent off my last one, so I don't have those. I don't have greetings from postcards. So what I've decided to do was go with this Niagara Falls postcard, just because it is beautiful. It is a postage paid one, so I don't have to add any postage. He didn't say anything about liking stamps. So there is the built-in stamp. So not only is it a nice card to send, kind of shows something that you would see if you came to Canada, and saves me $2.71 in a stamp. So I think it should work. Even though it's not greetings from, it is Niagara Falls. Who doesn't like the Niagara Falls? All right, those are my official ones to go out. The direct swaps I have to go. First, I have this one I'm sending out. This is a Canada Post community postcard. It's prepaid as well, so I don't have to add any extra postage, but it is a fun one that kind of raised money for children's programs in the country. This one is not from my area. This is from South Carolina, as you can see, but it does have a Canada Goose. So someone is going south for the winter, which we often, certainly the seniors in our area, here on the East Coast, the seniors go to Florida. That is where our snowbirds head off to. And on the West Coast, the seniors all tend to go to Arizona. So if you're in the United States and you run into a bunch of Canadians in those states, that's probably why. In the wintertime, those that can get away sometimes do. but so do our Canadian geese, and so they cause problems elsewhere during the winter. All right, then we have this famous art card. I'm sure many of you have seen this image before, either reproduced in movies or just in television shows. So I really like that one. That's going off. One of my long postcards of downtown Montreal is also finding its way off. And then an art card from Fundy National Park. Speaking of Niagara Falls, here's another version of Niagara Falls with the rainbow going over it. And Quebec City in the province of Quebec, which is the capital of Quebec. So Quebec City is the capital of Quebec, but Montreal is the biggest city in Quebec. And I say Montreal because here is a black and white postcard of the city of Montreal. And then here in New Brunswick, you may not know this history, but this is Roosevelt's cottage. So Roosevelt, who's Roosevelt? Well, President Roosevelt from the United States used to have his summer cottage here in New Brunswick on Campobello Island. So that's what this postcard is. I'm not sure what I have to be sorry for, but I do like this postcard, so I thought I would send it off. It is pretty cute. I think it reminds me of kind of a Paddington type bear. Or Winnie the Pooh. I guess it could be a Winnie the Pooh bear too. What do you think? Winnie the Pooh. Yeah, let's go Winnie the Pooh rather than Paddington. Mind you, Paddington usually has more things to be sorry about. And then we have this anime card. You can see a light. It's not something else there. It's a reflection. And then this one here of the Confederation Bridge that links New Brunswick and Prince Edward Island together. And this is from a Prince Edward Island perspective. You can see all the hay bales there. And then finally, this sunset card. This is sunset over Silver Lake in Sackville, New Brunswick. So there we go. That gives me a few things to fill out. And we're expecting a little bit of snow later on today. So it might be a nice day to finally stay inside. I've already been out to the hardware store. I've already done my work on the shed. I don't think there's anything else I need to do. We did our groceries yesterday. So today, I'm going to write some postcards. You guys have a magical week. Oh, and don't forget, I have put out a few videos of late. You may want to check out Stamp of the Month. There's really good stamps like these ones here. And you can find out how you can get a discount of 25% off those with Liverpool stamps if you're interested in that. So go check out that video. I did my live answers yesterday, so there's a new question of the month that came out. So if you want to check that out, you can find out what the question of the month is so you can participate. And we have a stamp versus stamp coming up very soon. So there's another teaser for that. If you're interested in those videos that I do with Snail Mail with Smokey, one of those is coming out as well soon. So stay tuned. And once again, have a magical week. What, Polo? You say like, subscribe, share, and tell all your friends.
Who's a good boy? Who's a good boy?